Welcome back to Access Carolina. A new kind of green space is developing along the Reedy River. The Reedy River Meadow is a volunteer-led native restoration project, and it's launched by Friends of the Reedy. So we've got Andrea Payment here and Josie Newton. Welcome. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
Friends of the Reedy is really taking an eyesore, essentially, between Linky Stone and Unity Park, creating this Reedy River Meadow. Andrea, talk about the impact that makes, what you're doing.
Oh, I think it's a great project that we're taking on because it has been an eyesore. But now you're going to be able to walk from downtown Greenville to Unity Park and see native beauty.
Yeah, and as you restore this piece of land, the deal is that it's a tangled mess of invasive plants, and you're going to take that and make a thriving ecosystem. But talk about the plants that are overgrown.
Sure. So we are removing plants like invasive Japanese knotweed and Johnson grass. Those are the two things that we're kind of most concerned about getting out of there. So removing those and then replacing them with beautiful native plants.
What do you have beside you?
We have river oats here. So this is an example of one of the plants that we'll be bringing into the site. We've also got our little bouquet here of purple coneflowers and then black-eyed Susans. So the yellow ones are the black-eyed Susans. Purple are the purple coneflowers.
These are the plants that you want to see thriving there, not the other ones.
Yes, exactly.
And how much work does it take? Because it's wild when you see how land gets taken over. You've got to be in there hacking away. What are these efforts like?
Right. So we have brought in professional folks to do some of the larger invasives removal. And then the majority of the removal being done in the meadow zone of the project is being done by our wonderful volunteers.
Yeah. And you talk about the Johnson grass.
Yes.
Teach us a little bit about that. What makes it such a task?
So it has kind of a stronger root system in a way that is not beneficial to filtering out any pollutants. So it doesn't provide stormwater benefits, which is why we want to get the native plants in instead. However, the Johnson grass is really persistent, like most invasive plants are. So it is taking a good bit of kind of going into the same spots over and over again. Then we're covering the area after it's pulled with a layer of cardboard, and then covering that up with a thick layer of mulch to really kind of fully eradicate it through the heat of the summer.
You've really got a battle against
We
this.
do.
That's why it's invasive.
Yes.
It's private conservation land, and it's protected by Natureland Trust. Talk about that long-term investment. It's all about the ecological health of the Reedy in this community.
Yes.
I'm going to let you handle that.
Sure. So our wonderful partners who own the property, Natureland Trust, they agree with us that it's in the best interest of the area to improve water quality by restoring it. It also kind of gets folks involved in the community. You can see kind of a dotted path through the property area where those will be walking trails. So we'll have an area for folks to really get immersed in what a riparian landscape looks like and really see what a native plant meadow can do. We're really excited about it.
And it's really special, that long-term vision. You talk about being able to walk the whole way through, because prior to that, this land was not an easy pass-through.
That's right.
What is going to happen once the river meadow is complete, the Reedy River Meadow is done? It becomes what? Outdoor?
It'll be an educational zone because there will be educational signs throughout, so you can learn, you can take your family members. And then you'll also be able to access the Reedy River in a way that you're not able to currently.
Yeah. And I'm sure, obviously, with this being volunteer-led, I think people love that. Their ears perk up and they say, no tax dollars?
Right.
How's that work?
We're looking for donations. If individuals, corporations want to donate, our website, just go on our website and donate. If you'd like for us to come out and speak to your group or your company, we'd love to. Because this is a park that's for everyone, all ages, all races. It's just going to be a lovely place to visit and spend time.
And so you talk about for people who do want to come out and help, are there upcoming work events? People can put on their big sun hats and get involved.
We don't have any volunteer events planned for the rest of the summer just due to the heat, but keep an eye out in the fall and we will have some volunteer events coming up then where we're planning to install some of the woodier plants, so trees and shrubs in one of our areas that our volunteers have already been working to clear.
And you know, as we look at that video there, we're seeing just the work that goes into that. How rewarding is it to see it's transforming, and you're not just rolling out some sod and calling this a new park, you're restoring this land.
I was there the other week, and when I arrived, it was a large slot of land that was just covered in Johnson grass, and I turned back, and those 20 volunteers had cleared it, so it was so rewarding for me.
It's so rewarding.
Takes a lot of hands.
It does, and we have really positive attitudes from volunteers working out there, and they just truly make all the difference. We couldn't do it without them.
It's a great thing. The Reedy River Meadow scheduled for completion in early 2027. Anything we should know about that effort or Friends of the Reedy River in general? Anything that we didn't hit on this time?
We do cleanup projects twice a year. We're just very involved in making sure that the Reedy, all 65 miles of it, is taken care of.
And we are concerned about the full Reedy River watershed, and again, our next upcoming cleanup is on September 20th.
Love what you're doing. Seems like this is in good hands, and we're all taking steps in the right direction. And there are plenty of ways to get involved with Friends of the Reedy River. You can sign up, donate, or learn more on the Friends of the Reedy River website. We will put a link on accesscarolina.com.